Okay, hello folks. How's it going? Hello, hello. Good evening. It's been a while. Haven't streamed for a couple weeks almost. Right? Like a week and a half. How's it going? Oh, looks like ads are gonna hit for those who I guess aren't subbed or don't have turbo, so sorry about that. Can't snooze them, so yeah. Let's see who is here. Christian, Abstraction, hello, Cool Penguin, ODM, BD, hello, Uter, Hinker, death to the Korea boost, thanks for the 18-month, buddy. Cute, hello, Ewan, Wappa, thank you for the 10 months, thank you. Mason, hello. Have you heard of this brand new Switch that just came out called Cherry Mix Black? Yeah. I had this wonderful comment in my last Martingale video about it. Got introduced to a new Switch called Cherry Mix Black. It's pretty great, I think. All the raving reviews say great things about it. Please use bacon grease. K-pop only. Thanks for the Prime sub, Mr. Cute. MX2A, yeah. Alright. Oh wow. Cute's been following for 3 years. Dang. That's a long time. That's a long time. Don't you think? Let's see. Be like 10 years in Kiwi years? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, his age is like the age of like a young adult. Or actually like an adult cat now, so. Damn, is that a KB300BN? Yeah, it is. If you want to confirm, it's right there. Pretty nice. I've had it for a bit. Definitely my favorite HHKB. So yeah, so today, nothing crazy. I'm gonna be building a Jaguar. This is actually my own unit. I bought this on the group buy. And it's just been sitting because I just hadn't had time to loop switches for myself and to get around to my own builds. So yeah, here we are. Gonna be building with some MX Browns. And yeah, just wanted to have a chill stream building something and catching up with y'all and taking it easy, really. Nothing, no announcements to make, really. There's some upcoming content, like I'm being sent like a entry-level board, sort of. I have one coming from Kaneki soon called the VK87. It's gonna be like this, like tri-mode, like with, you know, wireless, Bluetooth, all that stuff. But pretty good-looking kit. And then like I think I have some other like review units coming in sometime later in the month, but I think for now it's been a little quiet. I've also been kind of busy with my own like work, so that's been kind of keeping me busy. So that's kind of like why I haven't streamed in like 10 days or so. Yeah. So yeah, all right, let's get to it though. So here's the board. Got a set of stabs over there because I would forget where to had put them. Got a pair of stabs there. Then got my MX Browns here. How do I spend channel points in Kiwi? There's no way to do it because I actually can't see. Like, I think he might be sleeping in the bedroom. So he's not even around. Like, he's not even near me. And if I go to him, he's definitely not gonna be happy. So yeah. Guide to rate the Kiwi's channel. God, I wish. He would be like the grumpy. Actually, well, no, I think he would be a good personality for streaming and other things. Is it me or has it been kind of warm lately? It's been a little warm for my personal taste. I'm gonna turn on the fan a little bit. But it's been kind of warm this past week. Would Kiwi play Valo or Apex? I think he would be more of an Apex, because he's an Apex predator, you know? So why would he not play Apex? Wake his ass up, I got points to spend. That's too bad. The CEO is exempt. Captain Mike, good evening, what's up? Too warm, where's the fall? Yeah, fall sort of happened, like for a week or two-ish, right? And then we suddenly had like warm week, which was weird. Oh, there's that big ass torrential rain in New York City a little while back, right? It was like last Friday, I think. It was crazy. And then warm weather. It's been bizarre. Absolutely bizarre, dude. But yeah. Global warming is a lie, though, right? And I know that I think Cute was posting earlier in the server that like flooding and stuff, a lot of rain and power outages. It's horrible. Did you have any issues with flooding? Not me. I did get soaked, but that's about it. It's the 5G making you warm. Helicon, hello. Alright, so let's take the stuff out. I think I had unpacked it before, so I think some stuff is already out here. We have the X-ring, and as well as the O-ring here. There's no flooding on his penthouse. I don't even live that high up, so... It is an apartment, though, so yeah, it wouldn't flood as easily. Here's our PCB. I think the daughter board is here, too. Yeah, and the bonbons. Bummer about being wet without consent. Yeah. Midterm season. Oh, I see. Busy times. Yeah, actually that's true, I guess. October is the time when it starts getting busier. So today's build is gonna be this purple Jaguar. Very nice color. Been very excited about this one. It's a nice deep purple. It does look a little bit more saturated, I think, on the camera. A little bit bluer, I think. But it's a very nice purple. Alright, let's put the bump-ons on. And we need to get the plate out, so I have to open it up anyway. Oh, Mr. Frank. Hello. Thank you so much for the tier 1 at 13 months. Appreciate that. Oh, the alerts are off for some reason. Oh, okay, there. I turned it back on. I think it was turned off by whatever reason before. How are you, Diego? I'm doing okay, man. It's been busy with like real life and work stuff. That's been keeping me pretty busy lately. But at the same time, I've been a little less stressed out, which is a good thing. But at the same time, there's like some upcoming stuff that's gonna stress me out for like projects and work stuff. But outside of that, I've been alright. Just hanging in there. Kind of just like mostly laying low, not really hobby-wise. Not really purchasing much. Occasional artisan here and there, things like that. But yeah, it's been pretty chill lately. We doing no internal wait or what? Maybe, yeah. Might be no internal wait. I might do that. I'm not sure. I'm undecided. I do think Elaine said that she prefers no internal wait for like cherry switches. But yeah, I might do that. I don't know. I ended up picking up the Thermal 65, the Thermal Plus aftermarket. Nice. So you said that you needed a solderable PCB, right? So I guess the one you picked up is hot swap. Hi Diego, have you paid the Kiwi tax? No, not yet. Also, he's not here. He's like hiding somewhere sleeping, so I can't get him. Content creator can't even form his own opinions. Who's a content creator? Me? I don't think so. Has to rely on others to tell him what's good. Yeah, tell me what's good. I ended up finding a seller with the solder PCB. Oh, cool. That's nice. Kiwi evades taxes. Kiwi is not even... Kiwi is exempt from them. He's like the rich people. They get tax exemptions for whatever reason. Loopholes and shit too. This purple is really nice. Yeah, it's probably the purple board I've been the most excited about recently. It does look a little more bluish in this lighting though because of the way it reflects. At least that's what I think I see on my monitor, but then again my monitor isn't like perfect either, so I can't. I'm not 100% sure. It is a nice purple nonetheless. Alright, get the plate out. That's all I'm gonna need for now. Internal weights, it is optional, so I could take it out for now. Or leave it in. Doesn't matter, I guess. I'll leave it in for now, but then I might take it out later when I put it back together. Happy birthday, Eric. Oh, happy birthday, dude. Is it really your birthday? Happy birthday. Rich Conqueror can't even buy $5,000 monitor for color accuracy. This guy only wants to spend money on $ Honda. I don't even know anything about Honda, I feel. My family had an Accord a long time ago. I remember that. That's about it. And then obviously like I learned a little bit about their sports cars. But yeah, I don't really know too much about them. People like Civic sometimes, right? Or they've changed a lot over the years too. So sad Kiwi's missing out on these S words. Yeah. It's too bad. Oh, he would be ecstatic if we actually could feed him like little snackies or something. Okay, so I do think I need to take that off because we don't need it. The port is a little bit low. So grab my I guess before I do that, I'm just gonna test it out here. It should work regardless, but gotta double check. Is this personal? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Anyway, anything new with y'all? Let's see. What's new with me, actually? I recently finished Avatar, The Last Airbender. That was super fun. What a good show. Definitely my top non-East Asian produced TV show. that's animated. Most definitely. It was really good. It was the first time I watched it fully, like in a full run through from beginning to end. I had to watch like parts, bits, and pieces here and there. Never all the way through from very beginning all the way to the end. And it was super, super pleasant to do it. It was super fun. Oh, it looks like the F-row is misprogrammed. Hello, I'm CB. Huntagon, 22 months, thank you. Chat, how many beige add-on spacebar kits should I reorder from Novel Keys? I had ordered 4 kits from MNC before the ship sank. I don't know. How many do you need, really? I'm assuming you bought more than you needed, so maybe N-1? I don't know. Unless you see yourself like using them all, then maybe you can just get the original 4 that you got. It's a bit of a big double dip though, so kind of up to you. Are you gonna watch Korra next? Yeah, I probably will. I'm just taking a little break from it, like the franchise. But then yeah, I might go back to it. Right now I am watching. Oh, I convinced my partner to watch Steins Gate. I obviously had watched it before a long time ago, but I finally convinced her to watch it, and we've been watching that. Pretty fun. It's been, for me, it's been years since I last watched it, so it's been pretty entertaining. Yeah, but yeah, we normally circulate between like shows that she wants to watch and shows that, or like shows that we basically recommend each other to watch. If we haven't watched, if one of us hasn't watched it, for example. But yeah, that's normally how we go about it. And she recommended to watch Avatar, and then now I'm like, okay, let's watch Steins Gate next. Let's see, where's my lighting settings? Okay, cool. The double dip is what got me on the fence. Yeah, I feel that. I'm in that boat with GMK Arctic. I got that from Mexico too. Obviously didn't get it. Didn't get a chargeback either, so the money's gone. So yeah. Oh wait, I do need this still. They're working on a new live-action movie? Oh, for Avatar. Oh, cool. I have 3 exams next week. I'm prepared for 0 of them. Wait, 3 exams next week and you're prepared for 0? Well, that sounds normal. That sounds like when I was in college. I felt the same way. 3 exams the week after and I'm not prepared for any of them. Sounds about right. Crammed the weekend before. Like crazy. Poor USB? Yeah, poor USB. Kind of a shame. I wouldn't have minded having a regular port for it, but it's Elaine's choice. I'm excited to see Vaporwave get another run. Are you gonna order that? It's a very loud set. Not personally a fan of it, but I know some people are. What's up, Drua? JD Tiger jealous of the Jaguar? No, he's right there. He's over here. This way. This way. Up here. He's over there. Mr. JD. Got this little plant for my desk, so I wanted to put it on the screen. Was gonna get Hyperfuse from Originative, but Vaporwave also looks good as hell. Oh, I like Hyperfuse a lot more than Vaporwave, that's for sure. At least as a colorway. But then again, I prefer boring colorways more often, and I personally think there's better purple sets. So you know, I think Taro is like one of the best purple sets, along with like Violet and Cream maybe. Oh, is this Marcia? Hello, Apiary. Hello, hello. How's it going? Do we really need more GMK Laser? Yeah, there was a lot of GMK Laser when they ran. And it got restocked like 5 billion times, but yeah. Mito only, the pride of Brazil. We chillin'? Yeah, same here. How's it going? What were you up to? I think you were playing games, if I'm not mistaken. How did the gaming sesh go? Are you like a pro at Val yet? Tyra, and what was the other set? Violet on Cream. VOC. That set's great too. Radiant now? Nice. Well, I actually don't know too much about Valorant, but I'm gonna assume it's one of the competitive ranks, and that's higher than you were before. The more epic it sounds, the better it is, probably. Is how it normally goes. Kikobo is so damn good. Oh yeah, the VOC set for Kikobo came out pretty nice too. I mean, pretty much the same as GMK. Kikobo, it's like essentially like GMK. I wish Violet Tendencies came out a little better. Hydro with purple. Yeah, the contrast on Violet Tendencies suck though. For the mods specifically, the alphas were fine. The mods were not good. I hecking love Heine sets. Well, so the funny thing is, VOC is based on SA round 6, I think. Round 5, round 6. That was the Distorty SA sets, and Violet and Cream was one of them. One of the combinations. Christian. I'm gonna pretend I didn't just read that. Yeah. Chat first, think later. Fair. TXAP seems like a pain. It's not too bad actually. I mean, I'm used to this now. It's after this, it's basically just like anything else, and the tolerances are nice and tight, so that's kind of nice. So it actually kind of takes a little less effort after this. But I also bought a bunch of the packs, right? And it's not like they're gonna revert / you can find like packs of the previous revision. right? So it's not like you can avoid it in a way, unless you already have a lot of them. But it's too much of a bothersome thing to like reuse or have to find like older packs or whatever. It's kind of a pain in the butt. You can always use cherry stabs though. Those work fine too. Although I do still think that despite that, I still prefer using TX stabs over cherry. The tight tolerance is kind of nice, and it is a little bit more... Seems to last a little bit longer in terms of like... I don't really think I have any ticking issues or anything like that for a lot of TX stabs. Pretty much once they're built once properly. For cherry, I think it eventually happens for me. But yeah, some more variability to it, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it is basically the looser the tolerance is, the more inconsistency you'll eventually find. It's kind of like a random variable though. Like it's sometimes they stay fine for a long time. Like I have some cherry stabs that are like invincible, man. Like I looped them once and they're great all the time, but there are some that just like fell apart within weeks or whatever, you know, like not fell apart, not in the like got destroyed, but just like ticking, you know, try to fix it and it doesn't really work too well, that kind of stuff. Kind of feels like I just need to replace it. Yeah, so that's pretty much what happens. I've never had much luck with them. Maybe because all I tried was vintage clip-ins. It's possible that vintage clip-ins may have issues. I don't know though. Like, don't quote me on it, but I assume tolerances could have been different too back then. And then also like with the age, plastic would be behaving a little bit differently. But then again, I mean that's pretty much pure speculation to say that. But yeah, it's just a bit of a lottery sometimes. So yeah, stabs do be weird. You just have to keep trying, right? I mean that's pretty much how I feel about stabs. It's like you just, if it doesn't work, just gotta replace them, start again, start from zero, do it over until it works out. It was fixed by plugging it with grease, but that was so weird. Yeah, that's fair. Just use clickies and you don't have to worry about ticking. Okay, that's kind of true. You use clickies and or tactiles that are loud enough and the ticking won't bother you. That's pretty true. With linears, it's always a bit of a hassle. That's what I would say. It's just a hassle. Vinny, what's up? Replace the skates? Oh, you got new mouse skates? What mouse are you using, Christian? You get a new mouse? Korea boot alert. Are there lots of... Oh wait, I guess on Twitch you can't even have K-pop emotes as easily because they have to be added to chat, or you have to have them from somewhere else. Get fucked. Fresh wounds. Oh boy. Again, it's not like I dislike K-pop. I'm only acting on behalf of other people. It was a CEO order. JK. This man just bought a $70 mousepad from Japan for his MX Master and spent $20 on mouse skates. Damn. 70 bucks for a mousepad? Why are they so expensive? The import? That's just like because of the import fee? Like shipping? Because they're heavy, right? Shoobs! Wow! Artisan pads? Oh, okay, yeah, I know artisan pads. I see. Is there really no vendor in the States that carries them right now? At all? Isn't that kind of a shame? Oh, they're always out of stock. Oh, okay, that's fair. All about the gamers. Wow, also, yeah, Shoobs. Hey, dude. Been a minute. What you up to these days? Dying in school? Oh, okay. Fair. You're in, grad school? Right? I don't even know, but I see. I'm in for my MBA. Oh, okay, cool. I see. Yeah, going back to school sucks. I mean, I don't know if you were out of school for a bit and then went back into it, but that experience is shitty. It's like exciting at the beginning and then it wears off and it's just like busy work and lots of random shit to do. And it sucks. And then you gotta meet like new people and like if depending on your program you gotta like socialize with them. Do group projects if applicable. That part is it can be difficult for some people. Ew socializing, yeah. It can be ew. It's actually I do feel like I don't know. College is different, right? Like university is very different from socializing once people are supposed to be functioning adults. You know, they have a college degree, they went to work, maybe they didn't, maybe they went straight into school, grad school, right? So people are coming in from like different walks of life and whatever. And then you got people kind of set in their ways in some, you know, for some people. And then like you kind of have to like, ignore all that and then socialize, right? It can be a little bit difficult sometimes. Like the people you thought you had already pushed away after you like graduated like uni, college, right? Like they kind of come back into your life and you're like, oh man, I didn't miss this about being in school. Because it attracts a certain kind of people too. Yeah. That mousepad better do handsome at that price. Yeah, I heard good things about them. They're kind of expensive though. Do not trust me with your money. I hate the working interaction. Yeah, dude. I get it. I get it. What do you mean I gotta use Slack and not Discord? Oh, man. Work Slack. Classic. The worst is having... Oh, my God. The worst is someone telling me, like, hey, do you use, like, GroupMe? And I'm like... That shitty app that has, like, no emotes. No GIF integration, bro. The liking system and, like, the general messaging system sucks. The themes on the app are terrible. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna use GroupMe, and I don't want to add you on Facebook either. By the way, can we just do something else? Group text is fine. Group text is okay. Or I'll do like WhatsApp, more acceptable, I think. But I mean, Slack is, yeah, I mean, I guess there's Slack for the people who are like in singular organizations, and you can have a bunch of people in it and all that. But yeah, LinkedIn is my biggest op. Oof. I don't think I've heard a single academic talk positively about their work. I think it's because it's always more fun to not talk about that specifically sometimes. Because it's like a very... Being in academia or like in school in general, it just is a unique circumstance. It's worth talking about that more than like... Because you know what people are up to in general. Like, if you're in class, I mean, if you're like in a program where it's all course and credit dependent, you know what people are up to. They're taking the XYZ classes, everyone takes the same fucking classes, everyone has to take tests, everyone has to do like assignments, papers. We all know the story. Oh my god, I was so busy doing papers, I couldn't get brunch with my friends. And then, you know, that all that story is like the same old, same old. So it's like kind of boring to talk about that. Instead, you decide to talk about like unique people's personalities or like really weird encounters and things like that. And I think the positive aspect normally comes after, like you got a job or like maybe you land a cool internship, or you know, social aspects too. Maybe like you know, you're hanging out with your friend groups and have a party or whatever, you know, whatever it is. Let me set emails to my coworkers. Productivity would increase tenfold. Yeah, dude. Some emails just convey so much information in one animated, like one moving image. It's so easy. But alas, we have 14,000 emails on our Slack. Fuck. It's crazy. Members at my job going for their master and then talking about getting second master's. SMH my head. I think the SMH in my head about that statement isn't about going back to school specifically. It's about how much it costs. Masters are expensive, dude. In the US. I don't know about other countries, but in the US, master's degrees are very expensive. Very expensive. You're paying for each credit. And you don't get nice financial aid, or you don't get jack shit. You have to pay in full for the most part. Unless you're like direly in need and you somehow qualify for whatever. But even then, like, loans are pretty mediocre. Rates are bad. And opportunities for any kind of like financial aid are slimmer. And the competitiveness of them is much harsher. So yeah, I know it smelled crazy in there. Our fourth quarter was dang. I'm in severe student debt. Relatable statements. Oh well, not as much for me anymore, but I did pay off a bunch of my debt after I graduated undergrad, and then for grad at least I have a stipend, so it's nice. But yeah, in school. Want to buy free masters? Imagine. Oh, my work pays for it? Oh, okay. Fair. But also, there's pros and cons to getting a master's sponsored by work too, though, right? Like, if you don't like your work and you get a work-sponsored master's degree, you're tied up with that job for a while. Because it takes you longer to do the master's in the first place. So, it's interesting. But if you like your job, if you like your workplace and they're sponsoring you for a master's degree, and you take it up, you know, take up their offer and do it, that's great. But doing part-time, like, or you know, doing school at the same time as work can be kind of jarring. A lot of people who struggle with that balance too. Can't imagine 2 more years of school. I'm so over it. Yeah, I mean, there's like specific aspects that I was also over when I was like an undergrad. And, I mean, actually, well, that's why I didn't go straight into school after I finished undergrad. Worked for a bit before coming back to school, which was completely different. I always tell people, like, when I was like doing that kind of like transition, people would ask me like, hey, like, do you recommend like taking some time off between like undergrad and grad? I'm like, no brainer. Why should you not take time off? oh, because it, you know, gotta like move back with parents, or like maybe like, you know, figure this out, get a job, whatever. I'm like, it's there's no good incentives about doing schooling straight through. It's so stressful. It sucks. It's super tiring. Just flip resin as your job on, kid. Easy clap. Goes on your LinkedIn, am I right? Ankit Works Co. Leveraging valuable, popular resin cast artwork by talents from all around the world who specialize in miniature figurine sculpting and casting. What if I just become a UPS driver right now? Oh boy. That's also stressful. I mean, think about it this way. Actually, just kind of funny statement to make. UPS driver or USPS delivery, like courier or something like that. That job. How many times, being in the hobby, by the way, how many times do you get mad at your mail not being there, or delays, or your driver fucking kicked the box like he punted the fucking box, you know, made it from yard -20 to all the way to 30, bro. Okay. And then, you know, you're mad about it. Imagine being the driver who takes all the brunt of it. They get yelled at for whatever reason, right? By people. Didn't get my package, you put it somewhere else, you confused my name with the neighbor, blah blah blah. Shit sucks, bro. That's a service job. I mean, that's basically like working retail, right? It's a very front-facing in a way. I mean, well, during the day you don't face that many people, but people complain to you anyway. People will complain to you more for things you didn't do than what you did. So, yeah. Our dealers are legit just IRL resin flippers as a job. Yeah. That's what they do. I mean, like, you know, brokers too, right? They're just leveraging sales, right? They're just helping connect two people, two parties to get a sale done, right? And real estate is the same shit. Surely art is about the same. I got YouTube on my resume. Social media specialist. Alright, brother. And then you're gonna write like, oh, I'm an expert on Final Cut Pro or some bullshit. I don't know. Maybe you use DaVinci, or maybe you just use iMovie, man. And you're like, oh yeah, specialize in these things, post-production, pro quality, la 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 la. Gotta put that on your CV and your resume. Talk about how many long hours you work to produce videos. You just don't tell them what the video is about, but yeah, long hours, very difficult, grueling task, painstaking, paying attention to all the details. Consistently goes to DMs for 3.5 months straight. Damn. Is this personal? You're telling me I can flip keywords and put our dealer on my resume? You can try. I mean, we know there's someone out there who might have had this as a description under LinkedIn. So yeah. Like, hey man, if one person can do it, every man can do it, okay? It was me. Oh boy. We all know. We all know. I wonder how many Matrix Wars I'll go through before I get my Shoobs badge. Man, the badges. There's so many now. There's like a lot of third party too. Like, not third party per se, but like kind of like random names I've never seen post on like Reddit or somewhere else being like, hey, this is our form to run insert anime reference Matrix badge. We are from insert random country and we want whatever Matrix badge, and you know, post a random Google form or whatever it is. And I'm like, who are these people and why should I trust them? I saw the Matrix Alice today. That thing is a whole Lego kit. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those UCS Lego kits. It's quite a lot of parts. There's a lot going on. Officially licensed as well? Not a lie? Oh, I guess some of them, right? I want to have what Kane was smoking for real? Bro, I'm sure whatever is being smoked is quality stuff. I mean, mostly because they're raking in the cash. Alright? It's gotta be good stuff, right? Can't buy something mediocre with that. I love Matrix. No, they do good stuff. I mean, I have a 2.0 ADD and the additional and the 1.2 OG. Those are my two favorite, personally. But a lot of the newer stuff is cool too, though. I just haven't had that much interest. Not enough interest to buy it. I purchase it with my own money, but they're pretty cool. Occasionally I get to build some, but not too often these days. It's been quieter with the build service stuff. Mixing the most whale keyword hobbies with the most whale hobbyists. I just know that shit heavily regulated in 160 countries, almost 60 pieces and $700. Interesting. I feel like the Magic 3 was a good balance. Its new Alice is too much. The Magic 3 was pretty cool thematically. Oh, I also actually like the Kaiju collab that they did with the 3.0. I think that was a cool design, like variation. Looked pretty cool. Your own GB Jag, Diego? Yeah. Yeah, this is my own. Obligatory WTF? Yeah, Mason. WTF, dude. This guy posting HK corns. Okay. I mean, it's a Bakaneko. Trust. It's a Bakaneko with a framed weight in the back. Trust. FC, hello. How goes it? FC, how are you doing? FC, have you been talking to Peaches at all? We miss Peaches in the server, man. Is she doing okay? Haven't heard from her, so just wonder. Alpha Gouge did it first. insert CNC music. We hang out. She moved to my city and got a new job. Oh, cool. Sweet. Different city. CNC music is K-pop. How much of KB General do we have to sacrifice to get Peaches back? I think that'll be quite a... I think we just have to nuke the channel, to be honest. Nuke the channel and just call it... Thok General. Want to trade poker, Christian Cobra Bossy, MSA wants to trade for Peaches. Oh man, that's a good N1 offer right there. Plus top up PayPal. I think she's just rebalancing her life. She'll be back, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. We're just joking around. We're just saying how chaotic it's been. It's been fun, but at the same time also chaotic in a funny way. And then, you know, Peaches was the voice of reason among us degenerate idiots. Include Panda? That's actually factual. It's true. That's true. It's factual. It's true. Have to include Panda. This guy. Lightning cord fell when Teha Typers appeared. Just purge. Oh, as in like reappeared, right? Because he was like on semi hiatus for a while because of the wedding and blah blah blah. But he's been more active lately. I mean, I was looking at his story today, and he looks like he and the Noluki's team were touring the GMK facilities. Looked pretty cool. Of particular interest to me was this one picture he posted on the story that had like all these like molds, like double shot molds, and I was like, I wonder what kind of molds they have that we don't know about. Maybe like old molds or even new ones. But there's gotta be some cool stuff in there. This pilgrim is nuts. What is this? Resin? It's cool. I'm personally not huge on it, but it's cool. I'm personally not huge on it just because I don't like clowns. But it's a nice pilgrim. It fits the sculpt though, that's for sure. Fellow clown hater? I don't hate them. I just don't like them. I think they don't really spark joy, so to speak. Like, whatever. I do think they can be creepy, yeah, but so can non-clowns can be pretty creepy too. So yeah, they spark malice. Maybe. I mean, I do know there's a lot of kids who don't like clowns, right? Because they had a bad experience when they were a child. I mean, or like people who are like grown ups now who had a bad experience as a kid relating to clowns and stuff. Heard of that. Any tips on putting switches into TGR police copper plate? Brace yourself. Those brass, the TGR brass and copper plates, dude. What switches, actually? I'm actually more curious about that. What switches? Yeah, don't use Gaddings or ZLPC ones for sure. Those are too thick. I think there might be some kale that are also kind of like too thick feeling. Oh, Shoney's. Syracuse BCPs. Syracuse. Who manufactures those? Syracuse? Is Syracuse like their own menu now? Oh, manufactured by B-Sun. Okay. Those might be tight too, yeah. But you gotta like... I use work gloves straight up. Like, I actually get some of those like non-slip, like textured like work gloves to like. Oh, also well, another way of going about it is to do the upside down method, which is you insert the switches into the plate without the PCB in consideration. So you put all your switches, at least all the 1Us and stuff, and then you flip it over with the pin side up, and then you place a PCB on top of it. But you gotta line up all the pins though. That part sucks, but it's doable. The only thing would be the Alice is kind of like a long board, kind of like a TKL, right? So you gotta really start from the middle when you do like if you do it this way and you put the PCB on top. Gotta start from the middle to apply the pressure. Otherwise, it's gonna sink in some parts, I think. If they're film, take it out. Yeah, I think B-Sons can be fine without films, right? They're pretty tight switches, if I recall. Got any tips or know how to align the Jaguar TKL to not have keycaps and the case not rub? I got frustrated and give up. We'll figure it out today, but I'm assuming it's the same like you would for any board with tight tolerance. Is you put the keycap on, and you put, like, you know, you mount your, you semi mount your build into the case, and then you put some of the keycaps, especially like corners and stuff, and you like carefully check whether it's lined up, and you have to like push the plate around a little bit until it's in the right place, and then you tighten all the screws. Oh. Hi. No? He doesn't want to? Oh, okay, you see. Oh. The CEO is here, but he's too sleepy, I think. Oh, he's gone again. That was fast. Yeah, screw 2 corner mounting points, align with keycaps, screw down. Yeah, exactly. That's probably the easiest way, is to use keycaps as a reference to make sure that they're not rubbing. Especially like near the blockers, near corners in particular, it's gonna be the most important. I think they're fine. 2 corners, any corners, yeah. Oh, for screws, like here and here, or here and here. Opposite corners, basically. Emerade, hello. Sorry, I missed your message. How you doing? Brass plate as a whole has 2 pounds to V2. Yeah. Cherry MX does fit fine on TGR plate, yeah. Yeah, B-Sons do not need films. I recommend the lighting method. Send it to Diego and make him do it instead. Buy more money. Yeah, just grow money in a tree. I wish I could do that. I actually don't know if I've seen people build the Jaguar with MX Browns. Or at least, I haven't paid too much attention, but I don't think I see many builds with it. I think I might have seen one build a while back. I was looking into the Singa server and I was like, huh. Because I was trying to decide what switches to use, right? And I was like, do I use MX Browns or do I use something else? Consider committing fraud or robbing a bank. Easy. There are a lot of MX Black builds. I mean, naturally. Always. For a lot of the more, like, classic leaning boards, like TKLs or otherwise, they tend to have a lot of MX Black builds, that's for sure. Because just people like their top mount MX Black sort of build format. Could say it's almost like cultish. I mean, they're good though. I love MX Blacks. Can't go wrong. I have strawberry wines in my Jaguar. Are those JWKs or are those like KTs? I actually don't even know what switches are what now. Oh, B-Sun, okay. I see. I think all the B-Sun switches, the new ones at least, have been all like mostly like long pole type. Because that's kind of like the popular thing right now. Very meta? Yeah. Diego's MX Black cult leader? I mean, I wouldn't mind in the sense that if there were a cult, I wouldn't mind leading it just because I really like them. I do like variety. I do like trying new things, but I think it's hard to stray away from like what I do like because I just know it's gonna work fine. But don't mind trying new things. Although I do find myself basically ending up desoldering a lot of builds and just rebuilding them with MX Blacks or MX Browns or MX Clear sometimes, rarely actually. I don't have more than like 2 MX Clear builds. For the reason that I didn't want to bother with sourcing decent MX Clears at one point. And then the other reason being that I do prefer MX Browns to MX Clears. Even though, you know, the tactility of MX Browns is literally non-existent. But it's slight enough and I think it's more even noticeable for the sound of the typing. So yeah. You like SP Star Gray? I do like SP Star switches in general. I do have SP Stars in a 60%, and I have some SP Stars on a different board. I think it might have been a... What other board have SP Stars? I have 2 boards with SP Stars for sure. But I like them. I think they're pretty nice. I do wish a lot of, like... I don't like long poles, for example. Like, that's a big category for me. That's, like, not currently my thing. Is that I don't love the shortened travel. I wouldn't mind if things were long pole, quote-unquote, but we're still, like, the 4mm travel distance. I think the 3.5, 3.8 is just kind of jarring to me. Like, I can use it for, you know... I can use it, actually. I can use it fine. But if I have a preference to declare, then there is no way I can't deny that I dislike the experience compared to regular travel switches. And yeah, I do think some switches kind of like sound harsh. They bottom out and they have a very like harsh kind of like plastic to plastic sort of sound when they hit the bottom. Not a huge fan when that is the case. A little softer is fine with me. Yeah, longest travel one is 3.7. Yeah. I even think... Well, I actually don't remember what MX speed switches were like for travel distance. Is it really the shorter travel or the harsh bottom out? I would say it is the short travel for me. Yeah. Because I actually don't mind the sound of long pole switches to some degree. There's some that I've actually enjoyed, like listening to as I type on them. But I still felt like something was off, ultimately. So, like, I actually have like a few builds with and like NK Cream or KL Cream equivalents, and those are okay. They do sound different though. They're like loud and they have that like slip, like specific like sound that it has from the material, the palm. But that one actually doesn't bother me nearly as much. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, they're Meteor Gray and Polaris Gray. I know that. I'm pretty sure I've used both before. Nylon versus PC? Probably nylon. I think most of the switches that I've enjoyed that are non-cherry are nylon. Like FFFF JWK switches I think are nylon, right? That's like the yellow ones. I put those on the whale. Shorter travel Topper feels good? Shorter travel Topper? What do you mean by that? Isn't Topper's travel defined by the compression of the dome and the... Well, I guess the length of the slider too, but... Oh, I see. Well, like with like silencing rings, for example. It's a pretty small distance too, difference-wise. Topper's a little... Yeah, Topper does feel different, mostly because it's like this rubber dome-based mechanism, right? That leads the tactility coming from that. And not to mention, you don't feel the travel until you collapse the dome, so... Yeah, it's a little bit different from, like, MX tactiles, which... I guess in the case of, like the really bumpy tactiles for MX, the bump is right at the top, so you technically don't really travel much distance before you collapse the rest of it. GMK Cyrillic beige is kind of weird. There's interference with MX box when you press it a certain way. Doesn't happen with my other GMK sets. Might be a little bit of it might be the stem. Like if you consider, like sometimes the stems might like maybe there's like something that's not like perfectly circular, or the circle slightly bigger than the opening, and if you press it a certain way, or even if it's fitting, like it is form fitting, like you press it right in the middle and it goes down fine. It might be the case that when you press it from like an angle or a side, it's forcing the stem to rub against a part of the top housing, causing like a little click. Yeah, I would say that's kind of common though. That happens over several different keyset brands too. I think that's just like off-centered press can just cause that in general. Because the stem itself is pretty close to the housing when it glides down. "3F is a standard alpaca recolor. 4F is a full nylon housing. Lavender recolor." Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I have the 4F ones. Linears. Have you tried HSA keycaps? I have, yeah. Super like shiny, sticky, sort of like slick, sort of like feeling to them. Didn't love them personally. Didn't hate it. Didn't love it. It's interesting. Oh, I think I miscounted. Whoops. My bad. Have some spare ones here. Here. It's just annoying when you learn about it. Yeah, there's some things that once you like learn, you can't like unsee, unknow. Like, you know, revert your knowledge of it, so it's kind of annoying for sure. I forgot that I miscounted the switches, and so I just need to lube 5 more switches here. Should be quick. The sound is very plasticky. Yeah, I agree. HSA had a pretty plasticky sound. Yeah, I actually preferred. I think like sound wise, SA might have been like fine, but I did like I thought the novelty of HSA was kind of cool, like the fact that they're like pre-shined. Thought that part was kind of cool, and yeah, a little bit shorter I think, right? Compared to SA, that part was actually nicer. The profile. But yeah, typing wise was meh. But I could say that a lot about pretty much. I could say that about like every JTK set actually. It's like meh typing sound. Doesn't matter the profile, just JTK in general. Do the Akshay method on the leaf? What the heck is the Akshay method? I feel like I don't want to know. Injecting grease? Injecting grease? No, bro. I just grabbed my 3204 and I very slightly put it behind the leaf. And it's like a minuscule amount. It's like as little as the brush can give. Literally, like whatever's left over on the brush is what it goes there. Like this. So it's like not even noticeable. I got serious doubts that does much of anything, Chief. It actually does make a difference for me. There's times when I like press the switch like before doing it, and then I did that just to test it out, and at least you'll get rid of some of that like. There's a very specific sound that would come out of it that was like metallic-y. And I was like, I'm not sure if it's the spring or the leaf, so I'm gonna try 2 things. First, I tried lubing the spring a little more, or like maybe even wiping off a little bit of the grease. I did 2 different things, and then I did this where I just put like a teeny bit of grease behind at the U loop section, and that kind of cut out a lot of that like weird sound. It was not perfect, but it was enough that it didn't bother me. So. Is actually the LZCLS acrylic plate guy? I don't know, maybe? He does have an LZ, or has an LZCLS. I don't know about the acrylic thing. Actually, method is banned in China. 3.5 volts only. Just above threshold, bro. Oh, that's a lot. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of grease. I literally just put it in that U loop section, and that seemed fine to me. That's whack. Now I wonder, like, now I remember why, like, when I was putting some, like, organizing everything back after I was done lubing, I was like, why do I have 5 extra springs? I'm pretty sure I counted everything right. And now I know why. It's not here. What am I looking at? War. Supreme POV. Hello. How's it going? Do people still stuff lint in the leaves sometimes? Lint? Huh? Like, why? I mean, I guess, like, if the principle is stuffing whatever you have, but why lint? Why not anything else? Seems weird. Almost done sourcing parts for a new build. Our build service is still open? Yeah. Yep, they are. What else am I gonna do with all the lint my pockets produce? Because the dryer vent caused a dryer vent fire in my building? Bro. That's pretty funny. I guess if you want to be that practical about every single little thing in your life, then that's fair. That Jag is a nice purple? Yeah, I really love it. Pretty nice. Oh, hi Kiwi. Do not consume this. Bye Kiwi. Oh, he didn't like it, I guess. Cat called Kiwi? Yeah. I hear meow. Yeah, that was the cat. That was Kiwi. Do you hide those? Oh, you just grab them. Wow. Okay. I thought you were gonna avoid having them. Yeah, totally. You're telling me you don't have... Huh? We don't do that here, Drua. What are you talking about? SMH, dude. This guy. Gets into anime, learns all the wrong things. Slow SMH. I think I've seen a clip of that. Or maybe it was chicken on a dishwasher. Oh, on the TLC show, on the episode, the same woman cooked a lasagna in a dish. What? Why? Oh man, that shit's wild. Implying I just got into? Well, you took the plunge. How about that? The deep plunge. Because clearly the amount of it that you consume now is like 20 times what you used to, so I don't know about 20 times. I mean, it's just a way of saying it. Not to be technical, actually. Maybe like, how much? 3 to 5? It's pretty sizable. It's pretty sizable. Weeb? Yeah. Now you can point fingers at him. Alright. It is time to solder. Alright, solder time. Alrighty. Solder this bad boy. Ever set off a fire alarm or soldering? No. It doesn't produce that much fume to even have that kind of concern. No. I don't even think how possible, I don't even know how possible that is with, like, assuming you're not actually burning something. Yeah, no. Never. Oh yeah. Is anybody here coming to the New York City meetup in December? People were talking about the tickets earlier, and I just kind of remembered now. I am going probably, and I know there's gonna be some visitors from out of town too. But just asking here. But yeah, there's a meetup in New York on December 3rd. Are your commissions open? Yeah. Exclamation commissions, or just go to my website, and there's all the most of the info is all there. See you at the meetup, yeah. When will the sub end? Whose? Okay. And 3 more rows. 2.5 maybe actually. What's your favorite plate material? I'll probably say aluminum for an all-rounder good material. Versatile, kind of like stiff enough, but also not like, yeah, it's like not overly soft, not overly stiff. Yeah, aluminum is probably my favorite for, especially for full plates. I do like polycarbonate as a second best, personally, a lot. Polycarb plates in general, like half plates or full plates, pretty good. I also do like plateless, and I've tried to like play on POM and polypropylene. Like all the other plastics are pretty similar to polycarb in terms of how they feel. FR4 I'm like okay on. I'm not sure if I'm like a huge fan or not. I'm like kind of like just neutral for them. I don't think they're particularly terrible in some combinations, but then I think I do feel like I have more misses with FR4 than I do with aluminum, for example. But then again, it might be because of my tenure in the hobby. Like I'm used to seeing more aluminum plates in kits, and so like that like preference was set in stone long ago. FR4 a bit too flexy for my liking. Oh, you find flexy? I don't think I find FR4 to be that flexy, per se. But I think, like, yeah, FR4, like, half, for example, can be pretty soft. I mean, plastic plates are even more flexy compared to FR4, though. Like polycarb, POM, those materials. So yeah, kind of in a way I like those two opposite You know, like for me, like on the softer side, I prefer plateless or polycarb, polypropylene, all those. And then on the stiffer side, I would say I would prefer up to aluminum. And then I try like, you know, I tried stainless steel and brass. I do have a build with brass. I do have a couple builds I think with brass, and I'm okay with them. But I would say that I do prefer the slightly less stiff alu over brass if I had a choice. But yeah, I don't hate it, but I do think it's a little bit harsh. Maybe flex isn't the right word. I gotta try my F4 keyword again. Yeah, maybe like muted or dampened kind of feeling. Like it kind of feels like it sort of like absorbs the vibration or like the keystroke. Maybe that's what you're referring to, or I don't know. Yeah, or like just like very quiet kind of. Soft, perchance. Soft is also like a general term that sort of, I mean, it is soft relative to like alu, but I wouldn't say it's any softer than the plastics, right? I also do like carbon fiber in specific combinations, but the problem with carbon fiber is I don't think I've tried that many combinations to begin with. So it's like a lack of experience, so to speak, to like reaffirm that I love or I really like carbon fiber. Another one of those plate materials that I personally haven't experimented with nearly as much, but the few examples I've tried, both with linears or tactile switches with carbon fiber, has been pleasant. There have been some cases, there have been like maybe like 1 or 2 builds before that I think I did with carbon fiber that I didn't really love. Maybe it was because it accentuated something about the switch that I didn't like particularly like. I do find that carbon fiber tends to accentuate certain features of switches, and I think it looks they kind of feel and sound pretty nice with tactiles because it kind of accentuates the louder part of the tactile switches, but with linears might act a little differently depending on the switch. Could be the switch as well, maybe. Yeah, it could be the mounting. Yeah, that's a big thing. How fast can you desolder a board at 75%? I mean, I do have a desoldering gun, so it's not that it doesn't take longer than like what, I don't know. It depends. I mean, if it has the LEDs, then maybe longer, but like less than half an hour, probably less. I try to take my time when desoldering because I like to desolder the joints cleanly enough that I only have to do a single pass rather than having to come back to the joints for the desoldering portion. So yeah, I try to be more meticulous when desoldering, so I just like do one pass and then I can take off all the switches and don't have to like reheat up or keep the desoldering gun like heated up. All right, sweet. The average hobbyist with FR301 and or Vinny with a hand pump. I'm sure Vinny is a very skilled desolderer. Desoldering gun is so expensive. It is expensive, yeah. I mean, I obviously bought one because it's worth it for me, but the quality of life improvement is also huge. Like less prone to fail and less prone to actually like damage PCBs. That's a big factor for me, actually, more so than the time. So what kind of mounting do we want to try today? There's top mount, there's X-ring, and O-ring. I've heard good things about the X-ring. Kind of want to try it. Never tried X-ring before. Oh, I think I tried it once. It was okay. I Here it takes a little bit of, it's a little finicky in terms of how you place it, but it's kind of tight around the plate, the assembly. My bad. Why not top and O-ring X-ring? What is X-ring? Literally is an O-ring with X-shaped cross section, because it has, like, if you cut this, it's a shape of an X, because it's like pinched on both sides. Elaine is X-ring with no internal weight. Could try that. So I kind of like how the X-ring actually goes with the mixed brown switches. You can try this though. I think the key part is to not let the ring twist up as it goes around the perimeter. I think that was like the main thing. Tight on one side versus the other. Ozzy Keycaps dropping Le Prime. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Okay, nice and tight around the assembly. Seems pretty evenly tight, so we can try that. Alright, so for this, so you said no internal weight? We can try Elaine's Rec. That sounds kind of pleasant. Let's see. So no internal weight. Would require me to unscrew these guys. Guess we have to ask Sam. Yes, yes, for sure. We can totally do that. We can totally ask this guy who retired like 10 years ago. He is the creator of O-ring. Man, I do like this Jaguar engraved weight though. It looks nice. I need to... Where's the screws out here? Okay, cool. Where's that tape? Here. She recommended putting this tape on the back. Okay. Is this what the hip and happening youth are calling tape mod? Not quite. That's funny. Okay, just gotta make sure it doesn't get tangled or anything. Okay, seems like there's range of motion. It's good. Okay. Now, case screws. Case screws. Hey! Kim, hello! The JC sleeving is a bit ass. Yeah, I guess you could do without, or even just like tape wrapped around it, but it's fine. That keycap alignment? Yeah. So just gotta put 2 screws, one on each corner, opposite corners, and just slightly, not even tighten that much. It should still be, the plate should still be movable. I think I tightened a little too much here. There. Feel it. Yeah, okay. So now the plate has a bit of motion. And I gotta get some keycaps. So I was thinking of trying out GMK Regal, which I recently got from KB. I think it's a darker set though, so there's contrast with the board. The board is much, I think it's lighter than the set. The Regal set is like super dark. From what I saw. So let's try it out. Checking it out for the first time, so yeah. Okay, there it is. That feels like it shipped quick. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, it definitely does. Alright, so a few keys that I would definitely try for alignment are gonna be some of the F-row caps. I would probably grab an escape key as well. Or I guess in this case, since I probably use artisan, like an artisan that's like smaller, I can try like F. I can try any of the F keys, to be honest. Just put it there for now. And then probably want to try some of the arrows here. Maybe just 2 of the arrows are fine. I can already tell that one of them is like rubbing slightly, so good hint that it is a little bit too far to the left right now. It's a very tight tolerance here. So, okay, so just gotta check here. Oh, I'm muted. Oh, I'm sorry. I must have clicked the mic thingy. Sorry. My bad. But yeah, so I was saying that I was reading out Simon's comment about cap tolerances, and I remember there was another board, not the Jaguar, that had really tight tolerances as well. I don't know which one it was though. Does this board have that tighter spacing? Yeah, it's really tight around the switches. It doesn't rub, but it's very tight. That's why I was like lining up the keycaps and the plate. Nine Walker, hello. Thanks for the 41 months. Holy moly, man. Let's see, do I have child kits for this? I have the novelties here. But I don't know if I love any of them. I think the Fleur de Lis was the nicest one, but let me see. They're one use, huh? Don't feel particular about these novelties, TBH. Oh, so there's these novelties here. There's like some deer, lion, more deer, diamond, Fleur de Lis, some kind of knot, crown, more stuff. Not sure if I love any of these TBH. Yeah, not huge on them. Kind of like these more simpler ones, but I think I'll do it without for now. Without novelties is okay. I think on a different board they might look a little better, but for some reason here I would rather not. The ISO enter in bottom left reminded me. Anyone excited for the ISO GR? I'm probably not getting one because I do have like an ISO macro pad from before. But it's like a fun meme. And gives usefulness to ISO keys that you'll never use, right? So that part is nice. Are you guys getting one? What GMK set is that? This is called GMK Regal. It was this gigantic base kit run by Mr. Jono Coldwell. Forget his exact username, but yeah, Jono. Ankit isn't selling his Raita, so I guess ISO GR will fill the void. I think I'll get the pad. It's fun. Yeah, I think it's fun too. do kind of like the contrast of this dark violet against the lighter of the case. I was thinking initially of doing like violet on cream on this, but I do have violet on cream on the purple unicorn, so I plan to keep that there. So I think this will stay with Regal for now. Regal looks like Waba on screen? Yeah, it pretty much does, yeah. But if you look up close, it's like a darker purple. Wabant? Yeah. Pretty much. Does it have R5 though? No, this is R4 bottom row. We're gonna have to see what artisans even fit in this, because it has such tight tolerances. I have a feeling half of them won't fit, so we're gonna have to pick some blank looking ones. I think I had a few here. I have this lurker. I have this Ugro. Kind of cool. Well, actually, this might fit fine. But I think I'm gonna put this one over here. The lurker on the escape. Zubi raid. Oh, Zubi, hello. Thank you for the raid. That is indeed lasers. Yeah, Laser's a cool dude. Yeah. Zubi, what are you up to? What's the raid? What's the raid from? Like, what were you doing before the raid? What are you doing on stream? Casting? Oh, okay. Unfortunately, is it unfortunate? I mean, wouldn't you want to cast because it's fun? What are your thoughts on the water beds? Not a fan. They're kind of... I mean, if I have an opportunity to pass on them, I'd rather. If they serve some utility, that's fine. But would I have one? No, I don't think so. He was Shrekking all over. I see. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Darker, maybe these darker violets kind of work nicely. Like this introvert, and maybe the Uber is fine. Although it's a little lighter than the other one. Actually, it's fine because it goes in the other corner. Should look kind of nice. What you got in the box? You can see it right there. It's purple stuffs. Okay, maybe the bot looks kind of nice too. I think I'll go with this. Oh, this one rubs. Okay, Menlo has to go. I guess this one could be, I don't know. I don't like the violet on it. The bot is fine. Just got a 6-hour ad break. Oh, great. One-minute ads go hard. Damn. I see y'all are getting forced to have ads, huh? I'm sorry about that. At least you won't have another set of ads for another hour, which I don't think I'll go for. So this is pretty much your last section of ads that you'll have to experience if you... Alright, let's set this up. Alright, there we go. Sorry. I think I like turned down the mic by a lot. Okay, cool. Are we good here? Alright. So let's give this a shot now. Turn down the music. So here it is. This is the Jaguar with MX Browns. This has GMK Regal on it right now. And some artisans from Level Caps, Brew Caps, etc. But alright, let's give it a shot. MX rounds on Alu with X-Ring. That spacer is nice, yeah. That spacer is pretty good. Yeah, no way with tactiles might be the way. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it has that like bit of roominess from removing the internal weight, I guess. Yeah, I think this works nicely. I mean, I don't know how much it would compare with it, but it sounds good now, so why change it, right? Alright, let me go through the mods and whatnot. X-ring, pretty tight, stiff. Yeah, it definitely feels on the stiffer side. Like it has, honestly, this not that far off from top mount because it's pretty tight. It's a pretty tight assembly here with the X-ring. Yeah. How do you like these browns? They're pretty good. I mean, they do have a bit of scratchiness. These are actually MX browns I got from Akshay, which is funny, because it was from the time that he went to from Micro Center. It was like he went to Micro Center and there was like this big sale of switches, and he got me like a bag of 90 for like really cheap, or like I think it was 110 maybe. So yeah, they have a bit of that scratchiness to them, but it doesn't, at least it doesn't have like that ping after I looped them, so it's okay. I can live with this. 3-pin, yeah, these are plate mount. What springs do you like in browns? I like 60 or 62 gram. Short or medium is fine. Yeah, we can try top mount if you really want. Although it's kind of annoying to align again, but yeah, we can do top mount if you really want. Is this a climb build? No, this is my own board. Do you say MX Browns? Why not build with some real switches like Holy Pandas or Malachi's Creams? You have to align it even if it's top? Hopefully not, but I do think there is a little bit of play, right, for the screw? Just a tiny bit. But I'm sure there is a little bit of play. We can try top, though. I'll just do it. Top and weight? How about just top only though? Because otherwise, how would you know the difference? Check. I want it all the way up here. Hi, Kiwi. Hi. Hi. Oh. Hi. Kiwi, do you want to check my plate alignment here? Do you approve, other than leaving all your hairs on it? Don't eat plant. No plant nibbling. Please. Look, it's a plate. It has 7 little tabs. Kiwi must know about Jaguars? True. His ancestor. Kiwi, how are my joints? Here, look. How does it look? Good? Yeah. Ooh, shiny. Oh, okay. Bye. Thanks for checking. Where did he go? I don't know where he went. They don't make kitties like this every day. Yeah, I guess not. Also, sorry about the noise. That's just as you can see, someone's showering. So you'll have to hear that in the background. Oh, I'm sweaty. It's hot. Alright, let's give this a try now. Sorry for the background noise, you'll just have to live with it. Alright. Let's give it a shot. Alright. Redo here. I don't think she'll be done soon, so. Hit the camera here. Alright, let's give it a try. Sounds pretty good too. I might keep it top too. I mean, it doesn't matter actually. Pretty consistent though, yeah, pretty nice. Here are the mods. Yeah, I think I like both, to be honest. I don't know if I like X-Ring a little more. I think I like the spacebar on the X-Ring a little more, but I do like how the alphas have a little bit more roominess to them. Probably just because it's not like as compressed. But I do think the X-Ring spacebar sounded pretty nice. So I may consider switching over, but just to try something different. But yeah, this sounds pretty good. It's an overall really nice sounding board. But that was kind of to be expected because the plate config is pretty well known. But yeah, the internal cavity and all that. Pretty nice sounding. Yeah. So I might probably gonna conclude here in just a bit. But if you guys have any other things to comment on, let me show you the side here. Here, maybe the side view here, you can see it a little better. That's what it looks like from the side. But yeah, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good, and the color is absolutely beautiful. Love this purple. It looks so good. I think GMK Regal is fine on it at the moment. I might keep it like this for now, and then if I decide to put a different set, I will. But I think for now, it's a nice contrast with it. Looks pretty good. Yeah. So, yeah. Let's see. Any ping in person? No. No, not really. Not at all. It's pretty solid sounding. Actually, I think MX Browns on this board sound really nice. Doesn't have that like amplification sort of effect. When in some cases like bad sounds get amplified a lot, and it happens more on tactiles than on linears, I feel, and this doesn't really have that, at least with these MX Browns. So I'm kind of glad that I tried these MX Browns and they sound pretty good on it. So how does it compare to Jane? It's kind of similar in the regard that, like, well, first of all, I don't have a Jane that's built with aluplate, but I built a good number of them. So, like, as far as, like, top mount feeling, it's pretty much about the same. That said, like, I mean, aesthetics are different, right? So, you'll just have to consider that. And, you know, like, the internals are a bit different, too. But as far as the feeling of the plate itself, it's pretty much the same as the Jane V2. Like the mounting points are about the same. Assuming you're using the same switches and plate material, like it should be pretty similar feeling wise. Yeah. X-Ring is definitely a little bit different. Definitely stiffer than O-Ring. Like especially this one in particular is pretty stiff. So it doesn't quite compress that much. Really just kind of holds things in place. So if you wanted something like more, like a little bit looser and a little bit just like softer, I think this O-Ring is much easier. But this one you can't really like stretch it or compress it much, versus the O-Ring. So if you want to try these, like, you know, you can always also adjust the stiffness of the ring itself. But yeah, it's tight. Yeah, sound wise and feeling wise, it's pretty good. I actually really like it. I'm actually pretty glad I got into the group buy, because first of all, the color is gorgeous. Like when I got the first review unit, I was so jealous that Alex got the purple one. I mean, like, you know, not like super, like not like outwardly or like you know, jealous in a bad way, but I was like, oh man, that purple looks so fucking good. And then I was like, I have to get the purple for the group buy because it was such a nice purple. So that's kind of how it went. Yeah, I'm actually pretty glad I got it. It's a nice board. I'm glad like it finally has win keyless blockers, because V1 didn't have it, whereas V2 did. V1 was win key only, so Yeah. Oh yeah, the reverb part, especially the mics picking up the reverb, also has to do with, yeah, the board sinking into the desk mat. Like the Jaguar here has a lot more like, it has like thicker, like, you know, they like are like taller and stiffer bump ons, so it kind of stands off from the desk a bit more, even if you have desk pads like this. So that helps a decent bit, right? Oh, actually, look, the showering sound stopped, so you can hear it one more time here. But these bump ons are pretty nice. I actually really like them. I kind of want to buy a whole like pack of them, you know? I'll just do like a short one, okay? Yeah, pretty good. Pretty solid sounding. She sent me like 100. Oh, nice. Yeah. Just SJ5076 hype, but without the stupid look. Yeah, no, the Jaguar really sounds nice. I think like if you're in the market for one, they're pretty great boards. There's quite a few made, right? Because this was a pretty big group at the time, so there's quite a few units out there. So if you're looking for them, like, they're really nice boards. If you're looking, you know, into top mount TKLs, and the aesthetic's kind of cool. I didn't really show much of the look actually, so let me actually do that. But like, the look of the board itself is really nice. Has like more angled sort of like portions, so it has like an octagonal look. Like the corners are not just like straight corners. They cut off here and have this chamfer and this like octagonal sort of look. So they kind of like go like that. And the backside has this kind of like grilled sort of like steel weight that wraps it a little bit around, and there's the USB port over there. At the bottom, really close to the desk, there is a pretty obvious seam, but that's because the top piece is larger than the bottom piece. There's a little bit of chamfer there. So pretty cool look. Pretty nice look to it. So I personally really dig it. Right. So yeah, if you're looking for something like it, you know, I think this is a pretty nice board. Yeah, the way the lighting hits the chamfers is nice, yeah. Like this. Like you kind of get like brighter and darker colors thanks to the chamfers. So it's pretty sweet. But yeah, really nice looking board. I'll put this away later, but GMK Regal also looks good, right? Dark purple on it. Cool artisans. I'm glad they fit. Alright, I think I am going to Rapperino up. So, did I miss any questions or anything, by the way? Sounds great. Do you like the 6-degree typing angle? Yeah. I mean, I have low typing angle boards too. I love the look of high angle boards though. And I don't have issues like typing on high angle boards. Like I have 11-degree angle boards, right? And I have no issues typing on them. So for me, it's like a bonus to have a nice looking board. But 60 degrees is comfy too, though. So I don't mind it. Yeah, low feels nice, high looks good. Yeah, that's true. Like it's definitely less straining to use a low angle. Kind of feels like it's just like sitting flatter to the desk, so that part is nice. Because the keys are closer to your fingertips. So yeah. I'm starting to prefer 80 degree now. Yeah, I think that's like I would say like a lot of people's sweet spot in terms of look versus angle. Typing angle tends to be in the 7 to 9 range. I think most people will quote like 7, 8, 9 a lot. Some people say like 10 and above, but I think that's a little rarer. Yeah. Koala's exception looks super good as a low board. I really like the Koala because it's pretty unique, yeah, in that regard. But you know, it's just like the KFE, right? The KFE is basically the Koala, but F13. So yeah. All right, let's wrap it up here, fellas. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's go check if anybody's streaming. I think there should be a few people streaming right now. Oh, I see Kim is streaming a pink Linkworks whale. Mr. Ryan is streaming. Ryan Lolstacks is streaming a Haven TKL. I see Patty streaming is playing games, I think. Yeah. So if you have a preference to who to raid, I can do that. But if not, we can shoot it over to Kim, who came by earlier, and you know we can show some support over there. Yeah, let's just do that. Raid Kim. All right, folks. Gonna wrap it up here. But next stream I think is gonna be I'm gonna think early next week. But I'm gonna be doing a stream on this like entry-level board coming from Kanki's called the VK87, Siren VK87. Actually pretty good. Like I actually was looking at the kit and the features and stuff, and it looked pretty good. It's like aluminum case, has all your foams and your plate and all that, hot swap of course. I think it's like actual 87 keys. It's like Win Key 87, F12, right? And had like tri-mode, like Bluetooth connection, like dongle connection, and USB cable connection, that kind of stuff. But yeah, and it's like sub $100 or something like that. Really good. And it's like a kit, so it doesn't come with switches. So we'll just put some switches that I have, but yeah, we'll probably do that next time. And then after that, there should be some other stuff coming through as well. But yeah, just keep in touch. We're in the server, so join the Discord server if you're not in there. And if you're in there yet, if you're in there already, don't be too scared to talk. There's Korea boost K-pop aficionados all the time around, but we got them under control. Just kidding. All right, take it easy, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.